You know, I've been doing a lot of thinking. Um, I haven't forgotten about all this family bullshit with the Marinette County family court system and anything else. I've still got plenty to share that my narcissistic ex, scorned ex, vindictive ex, has continued to do. Going on 11 years. Haven't seen my son Jackson. Jackson, I love you very much. Miss you. Dad's in a much better place today. And that's thanks to a lot of the friends and family and the business that I've been running and all the awesome people that I've been meeting. But um, just continuing to think any one given moment, what makes me a good automotive technician is kind of what's tanked me as a father in the past, dealing with the court system. I just hyper focus on stuff until I solve the problem. But the family court system and the gender bias and the bullshit and the false allegations and everything else that goes on, just pathetic. And I just wanted to touch on some things that I was just thinking about with regards to my kid. And again, a lot of this stuff is information that if somebody's going through a divorce or I more so gear this towards guys because that's my perspective dealing with a gender biased bullshit court system in Marinette County, Wisconsin. But if somebody's going through some of this stuff and anybody sees some of these videos and some of the bullshit that I've been through and been put through, I've talked about quite a bit. False allegations with PPOs and the beginning of this thing, and there's still a lot left to this story. And my son's 11, going on 12 this year. I haven't seen him since January of 25, thanks to a scorned, vindictive ex-wife. Somebody that calls herself a mother that she really isn't. Because what parent would truly keep a child away from knowing the other parent? Because that's what she's tried to do, is erase me from day number one. And I just wanted to go back to the beginning and talk about how useless, absolutely fucking useless, the Marinette court system is, the Wisconsin family court system, and court orders. Let's just talk about court orders for a minute, because I was just mulling that over in my head. I've had attorneys in the past, a couple of attorneys. Kim Coggins was the last one, really put me in a hole with regards to the divorce. But court orders, fucking bullshit. The only thing more useless than a family court order in this state would be the judge's signature on said order. When Stacy and I divorced, over 10 years ago, I think it was 2017, we had 50-50 custody. We had 50-50 placement of Jackson. And that wasn't enough for her. She had been married and divorced once before, knew kind of how to navigate the court system, what she could get away with, what she couldn't, had a son from the previous marriage. And again, she filed all these bullshit PPOs, false allegations left and right. And Judge Lacoste, who was my attorney at one point, navigated me to filing divorce, which I dumbly dismissed. But married fathers don't have rights to their children until you go get temporary orders. That's what I had to do with when I filed divorce. And then even after I dropped that hearing or divorce matter, and then she filed, we got more temporary orders that she never followed. Orders where she works for Bellin, and routinely, I was trying to get my son's medical records, be part of the process, deal with the doctors and all that. But because she worked for Bellin and she told them a bunch of bullshit lies about false allegations and PPOs that, by the way, never restricted me from access to my son's records or anything else that had to do with the family matter. But she lied. And that's all she had to do as a woman, was lie. She told her employer, she told Bellin, that there was no court order. She wouldn't supply court orders. And then here comes Dad, trying to assert his rights. And guess what happens? They believe mom even when you give them the court orders. I was supplying court orders to schools and professionals and early on education and Bellin from day motherfucking one. And time again, these professionals would look at these court orders, they'd see them, and then they'd look at what mom told them, and they'd basically call bullshit on dad, even though it was in writing, had a judge's signature. It was from Marinette County. And you know what the biggest bullshit thing about that is, in order to get them to follow a court order, you have to waste a bunch of time, a bunch of money, usually hire an attorney. And that's where dads just go into debt. And when enough is enough, you never get it. You never find that point. I've never found that point because I keep wasting time and money on this thing to a point. But Marinette County is going to find out one way or another, whether I got to take this thing to the federal level or not, but it's coming. And again, court orders, fucking useless. When you have a vindictive, scorned ex-wife that routinely lies to the professional, lies to the schools. Case in point, we had 50-50 custody of Jackson back around, I think it was 2018, 2019. And my ex-wife used Bellin, went in, saw a psychologist. She's always claimed that he's severely autistic. I think some individuals out there that know me and know my son, if they saw the medical records and the things that she was stating to the Bellin psychologist and the individuals that actually had met my son, if you saw what she was putting in there, she made him seem like this just disabled individual that couldn't function. Yet he's going to Ashwaubenon School District, passing grades, doing really well. He has been doing well, but mom, gaslighting, narcissist, just twists the narrative, twists the story to whoever wants to hear, claims victim, does all that stuff. And then when it comes down to dad getting involved and proven, I had to prove from day number one that I had custody, day number one that I had placement. And the whole time she's sitting there lying to the school, lying to the doctors, lying to CPS. Over 23 CPS reports she filed. That'll be a whole nother video because there's some interesting shit in there. But it's crap. It's crap. Dads don't need to go through this. And people talk about deadbeat dads all the time and all this other stuff, and it's bullshit. 90% of the time, it's probably because the woman was so vindictive and narcissistic and a gaslighting individual that they kept the father out of the picture and he just gave up. Well, I ain't giving up. I've been highly successful at this business that I'm running, doing really well. And if I'm good enough to meet all these people, take care of all their precious assets, and do awesome work like I do because of the mechanic that I am and the individual that I am, and the people that know who I am, that says it right there. Jackson deserves a father. And again, court orders, fucking bullshit. I have had order after order. Just to give you an inkling, Marinette County pisses and moans because in my family case, there's almost 1,000 documents filed in that court case, and it's ridiculous. But it's because of a gaslighting, vindictive, narcissistic ex-wife of mine. It's not because of me, to a point. And it's crap. If she would just follow orders instead of lying to people and doing everything else, we wouldn't even be here. I'd have my son. But now I've got all this missed time, missed memories, and it's bullshit. And I know there's other fathers out there going through similar stuff, and shit needs to change. The family court system is just, it's all about presumption. It's not innocent until proven guilty. It's not about facts. It's not about following the fucking law. It's about fucking greedy ass attorneys, greedy gals, child support, CPS, caseworkers, all about fucking a good parent out of time with their kid for no fucking reason at all, other than just driving the money-hungry court system or not dealing with the issues at hand. Because if they had dealt with issues at hand on this, it would be completely different from the start. But court orders are a fucking joke. She has broken court orders left and right, not supplied medication, lied to individuals, and then when dad comes along to assert his rights in the court order, you're told a completely different thing, and it's nonsense. What's the point in spending all the money going to court if nobody's going to honor the court order? Or you're told this is what Marinette County, the fucking retarded sheriffs used to say all the time, it's a civil matter. It's not a fucking civil matter. Not when there's a Wisconsin statute 948.31 and you have a court order for placement and the mother's doing custodial interference and refusing to provide that child, much less answer, file a motion in court for her reasons or anything else, just stops bringing them. That's against the law in the state of Wisconsin. Nobody seems to give a shit, all the way down to Ashwaubenon on public safety, Marinette County, the DAs in both counties, or the court system. Because I've filed numerous motions and everything else, and it always goes nowhere. When dad files a motion, 8 months for a hearing. Mom files a motion to get child support updated because she sees dad really doing really good. Guess what happened? They got a fucking hearing scheduled in weeks. It's bullshit. But I'm gonna keep up the good fight. And there is more shit I am going to be putting out there about this whole family matter, because she has used her work in Bellin, and they have not been impartial. They have sided with the mother. They are not treating him. They were medicating a child for a severe disease that he wasn't, based on all of the mother's input. That's child abuse in and of itself. And then court orders again. You got court order after court order for custody and placement, and then guess who's supposed to enforce those orders? You would think the police, right? Well, when they tell you a civil matter and they don't want to get involved and laugh in your face and all that shit, well, what's the point in spending all the money? It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Because the father's rights go by the wayside, and then now here I sit, well over a year without even seeing my kid, hearing from my kid. And that's nonsense. I love my kid. I love you very much, Jackson. And then this story's coming out and it's coming to light. But I've just been so busy with work, and it's been great. It's been great because I love all the people supporting me. A lot of people know me, know my story, and I'm going to keep putting this stuff out there because, again, I got more as to what she has done, which is just appalling. And if that helps any father and or mother out there to avoid some of the pitfalls that I have gone through, then I've done something. Just like I get a good feeling when I repair all these vehicles gone to 20 other shops and nobody wants to get them fixed or nobody knows how to get them fixed. But guess what? They come here to Maddie's, and I spend the time. I do my due diligence. I do my fucking job. That's what I do. I do my job. Unlike the judges and the court personnel and everybody else in Marinette County. Well, guess what? Matt's coming. I'm coming. There's going to be a federal lawsuit coming, and I'm working my way up. But I'm staying strong, not even getting as emotional about this anymore, because you know what? At the end of the day, Jackson's going to figure it out for himself. And it's a shame. It's a shame because the words never came out of my mouth that she shouldn't be in his life. And it should never come out of a parent's mouth to keep a child from another parent, no matter what, unless there's something really serious going on. But let me tell you, 23 unsubstantiated CPS reports that she's filed, and multiple false allegations that are unproven, nothing ever to really do with the child. That speaks for itself. And then all the individuals that know me and know my son, they know the truth. Truth's coming. And Jonathan, I'm coming. Might see you in federal court. So have a good night.